Man, oh man, that was fun to watch. 95, 91. I don't know about you guys, but I feel vindicated. I feel good because, oh my goodness, early on watching Team USA as a Joel Embiid fan, it was annoying because it felt like everything Joel Embiid did was magnified. Every time a Joel Embiid lineup struggled, it was magnified, and you saw some Twitter nerds say, oh, well, the second unit is more versatile. They can switch 1 through 5, so therefore, I don't think that Team USA needs a Joel Embiid. Oh, did you see Bam Adebayo? He hit some three-pointers. Let me tell you. Serbia, every time, the one time Bam shot that three in the corner, they were like, thank the heavens. But I feel vindicated because in the 2 games that mattered, knockout games, they say Joel Embiid doesn't show up. He's played lights out. Against Brazil, he didn't even have to play the second half because he was cooking in the first half. He had like 15 points in the first half. And then against Serbia, they get down by 17 points. The only consistent 3 players to show up, Steph Curry, LeBron James, and Joel Embiid. And I'll throw Kevin Durant in there because I don't know why Steve Kerr's not playing him with the starting 5 because he fits like a glove. Like, what is Steve Kerr doing? I mean, come on, Steve Kerr, Devin Booker, Steph Curry, KD, LeBron James, Joel Embiid. That's the starting 5. And for the first time, he played that starting 5 in the fourth quarter. What are we doing? Semifinals is the first time you're playing your best starting 5. Steve Kerr needs to be fired. Vince McMahon, you're fired. Steve Kerr, what the fluff are you doing? But man, Joel Embiid just had big buckets. My only critique for him is defensively. Sometimes he got picked on. He was too far in the drop coverage. And then in the second half, sometimes he switched and got beat off the dribble. Bogdanovic had to and one on him. And also rebounding. We know rebounding, it's a struggle for him at times. So that would be my only critique. But man, oh man, it was good to see that he was not afraid of the moment. I mean, he was taking shots where if you missed that shot, that's a terrible possession because he would have the rock and USA would get no ball movement and then Joel Embiid just going into a mid-range jumper. And those are the shots where if you miss, everyone's looking around. It's like saying, yo, we need to get better ball movement. Let's get Steph Curry the rock. But he was hitting every single time. He had clutch and 1 buckets. He had a clutch fadeaway on Jokic's head. But it was just good to see. There's a lot of Team USA players that you could tell the pressure, just the pressure of them getting upset was affecting their play on the court. Anthony Edwards especially. I thought Anthony Edwards has been having a very good run for Team USA, but oh man, his mind was in the gutter to start off. He was turning it over. He wasn't looking to score. It's like, Ant, you look to score. That's what you're out there for. Then when he tried to pass, it was a mess. Anthony Edwards was a mess. Derek White. Why is Derek White on the team? Why is Jaylen Brown not on the team? Why is Jason Tatum not getting minutes? Steve Kerr is terrible. He's been messing around this whole time for Team USA, playing 5-in, 5-out lineups. And that's what's going to happen when you're messing around. Like, Serbia is a damn good run team. They may not have the talent, but they got the chemistry. They got the ball movement. So when you're messing with the lineups, you're not being serious, and that's what Team USA has been. They haven't been serious. They're running 5-in, 5-out lineups like it's 7th grade. This is for a gold medal. Come on, get serious. KD hasn't even played with LeBron James and Steph Curry. Jason Tatum ain't even in the rotation. None of the bench players have a rhythm. So now when you get in a game where you can't run 5-in, 5-out, like Steve Kerr had to condense the rotation. Anthony Edwards was in with the starting group. He hasn't played with the starting group, so now what is he supposed to do? What are they supposed to do defensively? I mean, just no chemistry. They're just clearly winning off talent, and that's the thing. The talent level is unreal. I say that, and I say the talent level is unreal, and then I see Jason Tatum not getting any minutes. Come on, play Jason Tatum. What are we doing here? But shout out to Joel Embiid. And the one thing that is just like awesome to me is how polarizing Joel Embiid is. Like, it's annoying at times, but I think I've gotten pretty good at like blocking out the hate where it doesn't affect me. Like, you can't let it affect you. You just got to look at it like, oh, at least they're talking about my guy in that way, and that shows how good he is. Because the only way you get talked about like that, and the only way you're constantly, getting eviscerated when you do bad is because, you did something to get there. So that's the way I look at it, and it's just nice to see how polarizing he has become because, flashback to the bubble season, like before the bubble season, there was a real legit argument, oh, is Ben Simmons the franchise player? And before that season, it felt like Joel Embiid hit a wall in his career where it was like, oh, this is Joel Embiid. This is who he is. And now, 2024, he's one of the most polarizing figures in the NBA. No matter what he does, it's getting talked about. And he's also an MVP caliber player. He's not perfect. He still has a ton to prove. I'm not saying, launch him into top 5 players of all time talks. I'm just saying, his career arc is pretty insane. I never expected him to get to this tier. And it's not even about basketball. It's just about, relevancy. He's so relevant. No matter what he does, people just want to hate on him. France has been booing him, the fans there, so it's gonna be a very fun watch because Joel is going to get booed out of his mind. And I don't know if you guys have seen France play, but their home crowd is legit. It's gonna be a fun environment going up against Wemby, Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert has been out of the lineup though. That's another thing. Rudy Gobert has not played. I think he played 5 minutes today against Germany. So we might not even see Rudy Gobert, but their big guys have been cooking. That's one of the things that has gotten them to the championship game is their big guys have been cooking. So Joel's going to have to play a big role, and he's going to be targeted by the fans, and it's going to be fun to watch. Joel Embiid has been the most polarizing figure in the NBA in recent years. That's crazy. A Sixer. The process, was it a success? I think it has been. Besides the winning part, but our day will come. Our day will come. No, it won't. Probably not. Hopefully. I don't know.